If your TPT sales haven't been exactly the way that you've wanted them recently, this video is for you today because we're going to talk about the top 5 mistakes that you might be making in your TPT store that are costing you money. Hi, my name's Molly and I'm a 5th grade teacher who helps teachers just like you grow your Teachers Pay Teacher store so you can go on that vacation, pay off your car, whittle down your student loan debt, whatever it is that's the monkey on your back. Let's get it off today because we're going to talk about exactly what you might be doing and the mistakes you're making that could be halting your progress from making more money in your TPT store. The first mistake that I see a lot, sadly, is that when you start your TPT store, you think you're going to become an overnight millionaire. And I get it because we have seen some TPT sellers that have become millionaires, but it definitely didn't happen overnight. And some of the marketing that goes into that seems really exciting, and they're trying to lure you out of being a teacher. And my life is so great now because of X, Y, and Z. They have years and years of experience at this point, and they're making money doing lots of other things, not in their TPT store. And I don't think that they're fully being honest with you on that. So one of my other mistakes, I'll kind of go back to that. So I just want you to kind of keep that in mind, and what are your realistic goals? I most definitely think you can replace your teaching salary, but it's going to take time. I don't think making $1 million overnight is something you should be reaching for in the beginning. In the beginning, I want you to think about what great products you can create, how you can solve problems for teachers, what you're already doing in the classroom. You're probably making things already, just streamlining your thought process so that when you go to sit down and create, you have some amazing products coming out. Okay, the second mistake is treating your store like a hobby. I've worked with a lot of sellers who do this. They're disappointed that their store is not making as much money as they thought that it would. But when I ask them, what are you doing for marketing? Well, I'll just make a post here and there. And are you talking on your stories? No, I don't really want to show my face on camera. Are you using Pinterest? I haven't really started using that yet. And they're upset that they're not making sales, but yet they're not using all the marketing strategies. And it's because they're treating their TPT store like a hobby, just something they do on the side, but they're expecting a business income payout from that. And I'm sorry, it's just not how it works. It's so much more than just posting a product and crossing your fingers and hoping that it sells. So while you can create systems and get faster at it over time, there really are systems that you need to have. And I am a big advocate for marketing strategies being at the top part of your list of things to do once you figure out the product creation aspect of starting a TPT store. Okay, the third mistake I see sellers make is just solely relying on their TPT store for income and then having like a low month and freaking out and just wanting to throw in the towel. One of the things I constantly talk about to my From Zero To Cha-Ching members and people inside of the TPT mastermind is creating things based on best-selling TPT products. If you've watched any of my other videos, you've probably heard me talk about a workshop that I host based on a best-selling TPT product. Previous summer in 2023, it made, I think it was like $2,800 for teaching 1 hour. I'm hosting it again in July, so by the time you watch this video, I've probably already done it, and I'll do a recap later of how it went and what I did strategy-wise that really increased sales. I already can see a huge increase in my email list, taking what I learned using the data from last year and using that to drive all my decisions this year. It doesn't have to be a workshop. It could be a course that you create. You could start coaching. There's so many options, but just relying on your TPT income could be devastating at certain times during the year, especially if you're not data mining. And I just added a lesson inside of From Zero To Cha-Ching, my self-paced course, on how to use your TPT data to drive decisions. And I'm explaining to you everything that I use inside of my store, all the amazing things that I've learned from Janice. I've talked about her before. She has totally transformed how I use my data in my store to make marketing decisions, and it has increased my sales tremendously. I actually sold a bundle just today, and I know it's coming from TikTok because of all the marketing that I've been doing over there, and I can track that now, and I taught you how to do that inside of that lesson. So if you're not a part of the course yet and you know that you need a lesson like that, the link will be down below so you can check it out. Okay, number 4, creating products on what works for others and not what actually works for your store. And this means like you probably don't have a niche for your store and you're just making things that you think people want, or you see something cute that somebody else made and you think, well, I can make something like that too. And believe me, I've done all that before. I've been that person and it does not work. It doesn't sell. If you're just making things based on holidays and you're only going to sell stuff on holidays, there's a lot of competition for that. But what if you could make something based off of the niche that you really want to focus on, get known for something, and then people are constantly coming to your TPT store for solutions. And that's why I love using social media, because you're talking about the problems and then you're showing how you solve it, and people want to gobble that up. And you don't even have to be salesy to do it. It's just how people communicate anymore. It's perfect. And you can get people on your email list, then you can pitch your email. Totally what you need to be doing in this coming year is focusing on that and not what other people are doing. Okay, last but not least, the biggest mistake is just not starting. Thinking about wanting to start your TPT store, but talking yourself out of it. Maybe you tell yourself, oh, I've seen other people do this. There's no way I could do it any different. You're unique. You just have to be yourself, and not starting and withholding your unique teacher gifts. You're never going to have the business you want if you keep putting it off. So I'm going to be your cheerleader every step of the way. I'm here for you. Let me know. Go over to Instagram, send me a DM. Tell me something good that you're working on in your TPT store so I can cheer you on. And sometimes we just need a pat on the back, right, to keep going. Remember, you can join From Zero to Cha-Ching, my self-paced TPT course, by clicking the link below, and you can have access to all the lessons that I'm talking about here, where you can learn how to data mine your store. You can use data to inform your decision making. You can learn how to make products and market them. I take you completely from beginner to advanced inside of this course, and it's a super low cost. You buy it once, you have it forever. It's not a membership, so you don't have to worry about a monthly fee like other programs. So I hope to see you inside of there, and we have a private Facebook community too, so when things pop up, you can ask questions inside. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.